Okay. Okay. Just finished listening to Habibti and Maid of Honor. I said Man of Honor or Men of Honor before. Drake has no bops. Drake has no bops. I'm going to be totally honest with y'all. How the fuck did a man who is supposed to be known for the bops has none to offer? There is no bops within three albums. There's no bops. Don't get me wrong. Teach me, baby. That's the closest thing to a bop. And that's going to do what it does. It's probably going to be number one for a week. And then it's going to drop drastically. I can see it because that's the most exciting song on there. First off, let me go to Maid of Honor, right? Maid of Honor. Amazing musically. Amazing techno electronic sound. No catchy hook. The words was lazy. There was no effort and his singing voice, the beats was too big for his voice. What's up? What's up with the women today? Like, yo, for real. Like, I'm starting to get upset because just because a nigga's talking to you, he's good. Like, did you hear the stupid ass runs he been doing for 15 years? The nigga can't sing, yo. The nigga never could sing. Maybe as a kid he was had a better voice. Cause I think I like the singing voice when he's singing with his pops in that little meme shit or whatever. But the nigga voice is terrible. Y'all like that run? Like, what's up with y'all, yo? Like, what? Y'all that fucking desperate for attention that y'all fucking don't like y'all just accept anything from this nigga? Like this nigga just like he's so sad. Nigga, I'm taking vocal lessons trying to learn how to sing. This nigga is doing the same run that he always did. And but before at least the words was better. There is no words on Habiti or on fucking Maid of Honor. There's no words. The beats is bigger than him on Maid of Honor. Way bigger. If the weekend was singing on Maid of Honor, it would match more because he can fucking sing. Drake can't sing. So hey, baby, baby, it's like, yo, he's whining, yo, like not Keith Sweat fly whining, cause Keith Sweat could sing. He just don't have the greatest, and he has the words. This shit don't have no words in it. This shit is terrible, yo. Like the beats is amazing. The arrangement is amazing. Like if it was just an instrumental, amazing. Cause they kicked ass. And that's why I think that y'all are focused in on is like the beat itself is carrying this nigga because Cheetah Print is the closest thing. And he smacked that ass. They leave a Cheetah Print. Like, I get it. I got ass songs too. Pregnant Booty, prime example. Back it up. I got ass songs. I do understand the importance of an ass song. Y'all are desperate for the ass song though. Cause if you like Cheetah Print, that's a corny. It could have been better because leaving a cheetah print like a metaphor for the red marks on your ass, right? I get that. He could have fucking wrote that better, but he was lazy with the fucking pen again. And I'm like, yo, I could tell he wrote that too. He didn't write. He didn't spend time with that. The beats you can hear, they spend time with it, perfecting it, fucking sequencing it. The beats was bigger than him, way bigger than him. They need a singer to sing on those beats, and they need a writer to write for those beats. I'm disappointed because the desperation of what women like because they talking to you and I could shake my ass to what? The beat? Cause he ain't saying shit. That shit was terrible. Moving on to Habibti. Right? Habibti. The beats and him match. This sounds more like Marvin's Room without the Marvin's Room writing. Also, poor pen. Where the fuck did the pen go? Like, I understood before his oh my God. I always, ever since MySpace, I hated his singing voice. But the girl that put me on to him was like, oh, he's so good. And I was like, oh, yeah, this nigga's nice. And then I heard him say, how many years he gonna run that same run? I tried to give y'all a week and a half. I couldn't take it after this shit. Like, I really was trying to give y'all space, y'all week and a half to live and to bask in it. Speaking of that, right? No, we're gonna come back. Habibti sonically matches his singing voice more because it wasn't a lot of big shit happening. It was just kind of modest and all that stuff. Like, but where's the pen at? Where is the Marvin Room pen? Where's the fuck that nigga that you love so bad? Where's that pen at? Is that pen don't exist no more? Did the pen exist back then? Who was writing that shit? Because I need him to make a comeback and write for this shit because it wasn't the beat. It wasn't even his voice fault. Even though he runs the I hate that run. I always hated that run. And he does it every fucking album. Every fucking album. Yo, you see how many times I'm doing it? That's how annoying it is. The Jamaican one, right? I like how Popcorn sound because it matches. Drake, he was doing his that one's all right. Like that one's all right. The beat though, the beat and Popcorn and his tone and Drake's tone was good on that too. That one was the closest thing maybe for the summer. I think Carisha's gonna take the summer. All right, so Iceman to me is a classic without bops. The only thing it lacks is no bops. Drake doesn't have bops this time around. There's no bops. There's not one. There's not one undeniable great bop. Yes, Teach Me Baby is a great bop, kind of. It's like right underneath the bop, but because it's so experimental and all that stuff, it just sounds good. But I'm talking about bops, like undeniable bops. He hasn't had an undeniable bop since fucking Scorpion. God's Plan, undeniable bop. Nice for what? Undeniable bop. Fucking what's the other one? Two. There's two more undeniable bops. I think he lost his ability. And how the fuck is Kendrick the one with the bops now? Like, out of the three, we all know that Cole don't deliver the bops. That wasn't even his focus. So we don't expect Cole to have the bop. We expected Cole to respond and take accountability and talk about his portion of the beef. We didn't get that. But 29 is a classic. 39 is high caliber rapping. There's just a couple of songs that it kind of like, even though it was high caliber, the laziness of the hook and blah, blah, blah. I really expected to hear something that drew me. Like Nokia was the last bop, but that's not Drake's bop. Let's not lie. That's Elkin's bop. That's not Drake. Girls don't sing Drake's part. They sing Elkin's part. Baby girl, they ain't Drake. Drake didn't even feature the nigga in the video. Wait, anyway, that's a bop, undeniable bop. And Drake was the one fucking up the bop. If Elkin came out with that song by himself, he would have a number one song. Drake fucked up the bop. And I'm like, yo, okay, he has 2 years to gather himself and deliver the bop. And then Kendrick is the one delivering the bop. Like, you really think that fucking West Coast sounding one is going to fucking be the bop? That's not a bop. Plus, that's Mac Dre. Shebang is not a bop. It's a good album track. Let's stop this shit. Let's stop this shit because I think that y'all think because a beat is good or it's a good B-side that it's a bop. It's not. Bops is intentional. There's nothing on Drake's album. Like Kendrick, Luther is a number one single. TV off. Like how Kendrick squabble up. How Kendrick has the bops out of the three now. That anyway. GNX had a lot of bops. A lot of bops. West Coast bops. And you know, people in over here in New York, they're very like whatever with the West Coast sound, like the way that they make beats and all that stuff. So I do understand it, but you can see the intent was to make songs for the radio or songs that could be played in clubs. New York has a funny way that they view the West Coast sound. Not gonna lie to you. But I wanted to talk about something just briefly. And then but Habibti and Maid of Honor, nah, I am never revisiting that. I think Maid of Honor has some amazing music, and musically, it was out of this. I wish I had that. I would deliver. That shit was trash. What he did, trash. Sexy Red sounded good on a couple of the tracks, and you know they did the whole um, turn it up and all that shit where she was directing, and I get it. And then you know the sheep of women is going to indulge, and but it's can't yo. Let's talk about on Iceman. Do you think that Drake wants a round two? I didn't hear round two. I didn't hear none of that. I don't think he wants to ever fight Kendrick in a battle in his life again. And I think that y'all think he wants a round two. Y'all are sadly mistaken. All he's trying to do is reclaim his spot. That's all I heard. Sore loser and trying to reclaim his spot because he's the most streamed. He's just a reminder. Like I'm his round two versus an actual round two is two different round two. So I want to clarify this because these OVOs are saying, "Oh, Drake won the war." Drake always won the war when it came to streaming. It's never been that wasn't the war. It was a war of words. And Drake lost when he engaged. Drake do not want to engage any further. There's no round twos on his end. He doesn't want the round two. He's making y'all think OVOs that he wants a round two because y'all are so thirsty for a win that y'all need to point out all the other stuff. But when it comes to that battle, y'all have the hardest time and y'all lie and say, well, he was out rapping them. It's not about even out rapping. It's outsmarting you, you dumb fuck. Who won the war was Kendrick. That's who won, and Drake knows that, and that's why Drake doesn't want a round two. Drake will never rap against Kendrick. It will go song for song, song for song. That's never happening because Drake is afraid of getting even worse ass whooping than before. So let's clarify that. Yeah, all the shit he talking about him Muggsy bowling on, that's sonning. That's little man in you. Yo, I'm bigger than you. I'm bigger than you and fucking yeah, you may have the A's in these different countries, but I got the B's and the C's and yeah, that's what he's doing. And he's trying to use that as the way where he can say, I won. But you already won, nigga. You already had like a 4-year advantage over. You was here 4 years probably prior to him. I think Kendrick got here like 2012, 11, maybe 10. Drake was here when I started, like when I dropped my album. I remember we dropped that same day. I think Me Later and my album dropped, I think, the same day. But anyway, that was 2009, I want to say. I think it was 2008 or 9, one of them. The whole thing I'm saying is that your OVOs, stop. I try to give y'all week and a half. Y'all are going a little too mad with this whole bullshit that like, oh, yeah, you know, he won the war. He didn't win the war. He already won the war if we talking about streaming. He been won the war with that. That's not, don't try to change the narrative. Let's stop trying to shake you off that loss, that L that he's suing for. Let's stop let's stop ignoring that he's suing someone for a fucking rap battle that hurt his feelings because he's a sore loser and he's hiding behind the cop saying, look, and you thinking, yeah, motherfucker, talk shit behind the cop. Let's not do that. The round 2 that y'all trying to make a round 2, he already won. That's not round 2. We all knew that Drake was going to sell close to 500. I said 450. He's doing 475. I didn't know he was going to drop these 3. And I was like, oh my God. If all 3 was good, we would have a different discussion. But all 3 is not good. 1 is good. And people are trying to force because the music in Maid of Honor is good. Not him. That pen is weak. You got to give that to the bigger artists, the ones who can actually sing, the ones that can actually write. Those artists deserves those beats. Drake, no matter what, he didn't say nothing that said, yo, Kendrick, let's go again. He didn't say, yo, I'm ready for round 2. Oh, you ducking the fade. He didn't say none of that shit. All he said is he's short and I got more money. And you make white kids feel guilty. Like, even the best line was to Rick Ross. The best lines was to fucking DeMar DeRozan and fucking, I don't know his name. I don't know basketball. LeBron James and shit. The shit he said about Kendrick was good lines, but it wasn't the best. And it's still the same thing. It's like, I don't have nothing else. I don't have nothing. I emptied the clip, and he could tell that Kendrick got more in the clip. He didn't even shoot yet. He gave him a little spanking. He didn't even pull out the gun. Drake doesn't want no round 2. Let's stop that shit, OVOs. I'm sorry to take like 20 minutes of your time, but let's stop that shit. Nothing on Iceman says, let's go again. Nothing. If you listen to it, all it's talking about is I'm the biggest and you're small. That's it. It's not, yo, nigga, let's go again. You lost. I won. Nothing on there says that. So we going to stop the lies, OVOs. We going to stop this whole, oh, he won the war. Nigga, that wasn't the fight. The fight was a battle of words. Song for song. Battle. Your boy lost. Good day.